For those of you who don't know me, my name is Kelly. I own Dogkind, and I specialize in confidence building for really shy, sensitive, shut-down dogs. And today we'll talk about how scent-based games or sniffing games can be helpful for those dogs when it comes to building confidence and getting them to come out of their shell a little bit. All right, let's jump in. Sniffing for confidence, how scent-based games help shy dogs. This is for you if you have a shy, anxious, or shut down dog and you'd like to find more ways for them to enjoy enrichment at home and you would like to build your dog's confidence. Now, what are sniffing games? I'm using the term sniffing games to refer to enrichment games that utilize your dog's nose, so they're searching stuff out using their nose. They are also training games that can build and strengthen helpful behaviors for very shy dogs. And the way I teach them, the games are designed to be easily generalized to new context, or at least as easily as these things can be generalized for our dogs. It is not a formalized sport like nose work or scent work. There are lots of similarities, but the reason I don't call this a scent work or nose work class that I teach is because we're not doing something that structured and formal. Do sniffing games build confidence? Well, confidence building is a little bit of a tricky idea because it's not a behavior. And so if confidence isn't a behavior, how do we know how to help our dogs be more confident? Well, I think it's always helpful to back up and say, well, what does that look like? What would my dog be doing if they were more confident? And some examples include maybe they would move around the house more comfortably. Maybe they'd enjoy spending time out in the yard sniffing. Perhaps they would start to enjoy walks more because they're enjoying the smells out and about. And maybe instead of freezing up or cowering, they would be interested in checking out new environments when they come to a new place. We just talked about some behaviors that maybe you could put under the umbrella of confidence. So what behaviors do sniffing games reinforce? Well, hopefully, some behaviors that are reinforced include using their nose or sniffing for things, moving around, searching and exploring, and all these things, we're trying to build these as behaviors to get good things. Plenty of our fearful dogs move and use their noses to try to flee or avoid scary stuff, and we want to teach them that they can actually use their behavior to get good things. Okay, so let's take a look at a few examples. I think this is Zoe. This is little Zoe, I think, in the last sniffing games class, and what you're looking for is this kind of perky, happy, enthusiastic, moving around and checking things out. And she's doing some slightly more advanced finds, so some things that are raised up or even under some other items. Some of you may have seen this already, but this is little Pancake inadvertently doing one of his first scent work games. Okay, so here's little Pancake, and I'd actually set up, this is kind of an advanced search area, and I'd actually set it up for my other dogs, but Pancake snuck out, and apparently I had left my iPad recording, and he had been afraid, he had not been really eager to explore this part of the yard. This was early on, before then, and here he is doing some... He just went ahead and did some sniffing games, and since I did have some treats out, he got, he found good things when he sort of went out on a limb and was brave enough to search. Okay, here, this is Miss B, and she's a bit nervous outside in general, and so we are doing some searching and sniffing games out in the yard. Slowly migrating closer and closer to the gate that goes toward the front of the house. And so it's just, trying to work on increasing her comfort moving around on different parts of the yard and closer to the front of the backyard where she will hear more of the street noise. So those are just some examples of dogs having fun with sniffing games and some applications that you might think about for your own dog. Don't forget to get your free guide, Caring for Your Fearful Dog, if you don't have it already. Dogkindtraining.com/care, C-A-R-E, dogkindtraining.com/care.